What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here with yet another series recaps for your Toronto Blue Jays. This one, we're taking on the Tampa Bay Rays at home, yet another 3-game series versus the Rays, and then after this, we're on the road. So let's try and make the most of this while we're at home. If you guys are excited for this one, make sure to like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get right into it. All right, so let's go. Game 1, Blue Jays versus Rays. The Blue Jays looking to bounce back after a tough series last time around, but it wouldn't start out in their favor.
Lifted toward left center field.
As Kevin Gausman would give up a run even before getting an out to make it 1-0 Rays, and after this, it would just all fall apart for Kevin Gausman.
His second baseman.
One hopper through the right side.
As now after getting 2 outs, he would let up another single to make it 2-0, and then the runner from third would come to make it 3-0, and then after the Rays scored 2 more runs, Andres Gimenez would try and take control.
In scoring position. Here's a ball driven to deep right.
And he does so, hitting a 3-run home run and making it 5-3 Rays, cutting the lead down to 2 runs. But then after the Rays scored another one to make it 6-3, Jonathan Aranda would be at the plate.
Off the fifth. Fly ball, well tagged center field.
And he smacks a solo shot out of the Rogers Center, making it 7-3 Rays. And after they get one more to make it 8-3, Andres Gimenez have a day. Andres Gimenez would have finished this game with 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, but sadly it would all go to waste as the Blue Jays would be down to their final out.
5.
Swing and a miss.
Funny enough, it's Andres Gimenez who is the final out of the ball game. The Rays win 8-5. Take game 1. The Blue Jays still can't figure out the Rays, but let's see if they can in game 2. So let's do a game 2. New day, new start for the Toronto Blue Jays. Patrick Corbin on the mound, trying to lead the Blue Jays to a victory, but it wouldn't start out well for him.
It's out number 2. Popper up the right side. Is that going to be fair?
As once again, early in the first inning, this flare would drop down the right field line, giving the Rays their first run of the game. It's 1-0, and then the Rays would just keep on coming.
Not been able to put them away.
And there's a little fly ball that will drop.
As they would knock another single into right field, bringing home 2 runners this time to make it 3-0. And after Tommy Nance nails the umpire to make it 4-0, and Jeff Hoffman gives up a home run to make it 5-0, the Blue Jays would try and make the greatest comeback of all time.
This pinch hitting for Davis Schneider. Shoots it down the left field line. It's a fair ball.
As Jesus Sanchez would lead off the 7th inning with a RBI double to make it 5-1 Rays, and then George Springer comes up, makes it 5-2 Rays, and then Yohendrick Pinango comes up, makes it 5-4 Rays, and then it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And now the 2-2. Bouncer left side off the glove of Caminero.
Vladdy hits a ground ball, but it bounces off the glove of Junior Caminero, allowing a run to score and ties the game. But then we all know what happens next.
Taylor Walls. And a ground ball base hit.
The Rays take the lead in the top of the 10th, make it 6-5 off a RBI single. They score another one later in the same inning off a sac fly, and the Blue Jays would do the same in the bottom half to make it a 1-run game, but then after that, they'd be down to their final out.
Andres Gimenez.
Fisted on the ground toward third. Should end it. Williamson has it from the turf. Tosses to first in time.
Andres Gimenez grounds out to end the game. The Rays win game 2 by a score of 6-7, and they take the first 2. The Blue Jays look to win game 3 tomorrow. And now it's time for said game 3. The Blue Jays looking to not get swept by the Rays for another time this season already. It's May. We're almost getting swept by the Rays twice in a row, but the Rays had other ideas.
Richie Palacios.
Palacios with a base hit into center field.
As the scoring wouldn't start until the 7th inning, but when it did, it would be the Rays who struck first off a single from Richie Palacios to make it 1-0. But then Okamoto would fight back.
Has Okamoto.
Hooks it to left field. Simpson back.
Okamoto hits a sac fly with the bases loaded to tie the game, and for the second game in a row, the Blue Jays and Rays would be going into extra innings, and it wouldn't start out great.
Caminero.
And there's a ground ball base hit up the middle off the bat of Williamson.
As Jeff Hoffman would come in the 10th inning and give up a single to make it 2-1 Rays, and then after he gives up another single to make it 3-1, play ordinary.
Winning run at first. And it's hit to deep left field.
Dalton Varsho just saved the season walk-off grand slam, and the Blue Jays win Game 3 by a score of 5-3. Now it's the time of the episode where we go over each individual starting pitcher in the series, and first is Kevin Gausman, who probably had the worst start of his career, going 4 2/3, giving up 10 hits, 7 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, 0 walks on 100 pitches. Did get to 2,000 strikeouts though, so shout out to him. Now for the Game 2 starter, Patrick Corbin. He went 4 1/3, giving up 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. Could have done a lot better in my opinion, but what he was faced with, it wasn't bad at all. Now for the Game 3 starter, Dylan Cease. He went 7 innings, giving up 3 hits, 1 earned run, which came in the 7th inning, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 99 pitches, which, believe it or not, is one of his lower pitch counts on the season. Amazing job from Dylan Cease, leading the Jays to the win. And now it's the part of the episode where we give out good and bad awards to the Blue Jays players. The first award we got is the player of the series, which goes to Andres Gimenez, mainly for Game 1. He went 2 for 4 with 2 homers, 5 RBIs, scored 2 runs, and also had a hit in the final game. Now it's time for the starter of the series, and obviously it goes to Dylan Cease. Let's just read off this amazing stat line one more time. 7 innings pitched, only 1 earned run, which came in the 7th, 3 hits, 9 strikeouts, 3 walks on 99 pitches. And now for the reliever of the series. Can you believe that MLB has no clips of the reliever of the series? That is just insane. But Yariel Rodriguez, after getting called back up, he went a solid inning, gave up no hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no runs. He was pretty good. The Defensive Play of the Series award goes to Dalton Varsho as he makes this running catch crashing into the wall to save even more runs. A run did score on a sac fly, but he saved a lot of runs, and what a play. Now we got the clutch moment of the series, and we all knew it was coming. It's Dalton Ordinary Varsho with the walk-off grand slam. Hopefully this carries momentum into the next series for the boys and gets them rolling. And now for the loss of Ore moment, which also isn't filmed because MLB hates me. There was a play where Lennon Sosa bumped into the umpire at second base in one of the games in the 4th inning. I can't remember which one, but it was pretty embarrassing. The walk-off to the dugout award, which goes to the worst hitter of the series, sadly goes to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for the first time this season. In 3 games, he had 0 hits and 10 at-bats, only 1 RBI, did walk 3 times, but struck out twice, stole a base. And lastly, I have the unlucky moment of the series, which also isn't recorded. Ernie Clement during the series had a misplay at second base, fumbled the ball, but I couldn't find it because the MLB, it doesn't show anything. Now it's the time of the episode where we go over what the Blue Jays did good and bad throughout the series. And for good, I have clutch hitting from this Varsho grand slam and the starting pitching. Except for Kevin Gausman, the starters are pretty locked in. Patrick Corbin and Dylan Cease did a great job. And for the bad, I have the bullpen. There were lots of times where the bullpen put us in stressful situations just by, being bad. And then our ability to strand runners is really good, which is a bad thing because in the 8th inning, we had the bases loaded and only got 1 run. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, man. The Blue Jays lose the series yet again against the Tampa Bay Rays, 2-1. But the Varsho Grand Slam in the 3rd game of the series can bring us a lot of hope and a lot of momentum going into this road trip. So if you guys are excited for that and those series breakdowns, make sure to like and subscribe. With that being said, it's been your boy Brandon. I break down the Toronto Blue Jays, and I'll see you next time. Peace.